everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to today's sit down, chit chat, all that stuff. Hope you guys are having a wonderful 2020. 2020 has started on a good note. The first person I'm collaborating with in this 2020 is Gladys Esu Briggs, and I'm gonna put a channel on the screen right over here. She has a channel where she talks about different things. She does a lot of sit down videos and gives helpful tips for raising children, helpful tips for your career, helpful tips for anything that you want. You get it there. Even if you're starting a YouTube channel, you can go to her channel and get some tips there. She's a very, very interesting person. I spent a long time on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and we were just chatting back and forth, and I just love her spirit. One thing that I love also is that she and we both have teenagers. Okay, so I have a teenager. My daughter is 15 years old and my youngest is 12 years old, so she's creeping, or 11 years old, so she's getting there. Look at me adding age. And we wanted to do this collaboration to talk about the struggles, the challenges of being moms of teenagers. Oh, if you guys still have little children, you guys are enjoy them, because once they reach 13, even before then, it's going to change. Okay, it's going to change. Okay, so one of the challenges that I find when it comes to raising my teenage daughter, she's very unlike the stereotype of teenagers being rebellious and all that stuff. I really don't have that with her. The only issue that I have with her is with her just wanting to be more assertive in some areas that I feel that, okay, girl, mommy, you know who's the mommy? So having that ground where I'm the one that I'm the mom, I'm the one that is gonna be doing this, doing that, and my daughter's like, oh mommy, I got it. It might show independence, but in some areas you have to nip it in the bud and just let her know that, okay, put your foot down, let her know what is what. Also, some things that I find challenging is, when you tell them to do something. I think this is with all kids. I feel like with chores, when you tell them, get this done, get that done, and they're like, I have my own way of doing it. I'm like, excuse you, you have your own way of doing what? Okay, so that's when we're like, okay, you have your own way of doing it, but let me see. Usually I'll say, let me see what your way of doing it is, and then maybe we can reassess this situation. Some things that people might say, okay, why do you do this? Why do you allow them to do that? In terms of social media, for example, we are a social media family. We're a vlogging family. My children have been on camera since they were like 7 years old and 4 years old. So they're aware of social media. They're aware of what is allowed and what is not allowed. They're aware of what you can do and what you can do, and we always make sure that we give them the privacy they need. So there might be some time, I'm like looking at my camera here, okay, my camera is fine. There might be some time that I don't want them to post something, so they always come to me to let me know I'm gonna post this. Now there's some stuff that you come to the understanding that the way that you were raised as a teenager, you can't really raise your children 100% that way. You can take some ways and raise your children, but when it comes to 100% raising them just like our mama and papa raised you, in this society you have to think about other things that are going on. Like, children are much smarter. People won't lie you. Children are more open to things. So there are some things that in my teenage years, I'm like dating. Oh no, that one nobody even tells you anything. That one I don't even think about it. I don't even, yeah. But these kids will come home from school. They'll say, mommy, this one is dating that one. This one is kissing that. I'm like, So I just say, the rules. It is very important to let your child know that this is what we do in our house versus this is what they do in their house. So in our house, we don't do all that dating stuff. We don't do it. in our house, we have a relationship with our children. We have a father-daughter relationship, a mother-daughter relationship. We give our kids the respect, because we always tell them that we'll give you the respect, but you have to give us the respect back. When you make your children understand that the respect goes both ways, it makes it much easier. Now, if you're a dominant parent and you're like, no, my way or no way, you don't try and understand it from your child's point of view, you might have problems. And the problem will be that your child is going to be doing something secretly and they would not let you know, and you will not know. The only time you will know is after they've done that thing. So you can say, oh, you know, have some people that, some parents will say, oh no, I hold them with an iron hand. What? I'll give you spike. What? No, take away this. Sometimes you just have to assess it, family to family, child to child. What is the child's temperament? And one thing I will tell you is that the way child number 1 or child number A does is not always the way child number B will do. So I found that even as my kids are getting older, I have to understand that immediately. Now, when it comes to, I'll tell you, when it comes to sense of fashion, okay, the way my kids dress and the way I dress is very similar. However, my kids have their own way. My daughter, my oldest daughter, I don't know, I think the video is coming out. I think it has come out. If it doesn't come out, I'm going to pop out her channel right over here. She has a channel called Just Eniola, and she did this challenge where she's like, Mommy, I want you to pick out my clothes for the whole week. I'm like, are you sure? So I picked out her clothes for the week, and on one particular day, I picked out a cloth that I thought it was adorable. You know, as me being the fashionista, I'm not. It was a yellow top with a green skirt, like it's not mini skirt, it's just short skirt and long tights underneath, and she looked so cute. But she walked out of her room and she was like, Mommy, don't let me go to school like this. I'm like, hey, you were the one that came to me and you said, come, Mommy, come and help me do this. Mommy, I want to do a challenge with you. You are the one that came to me. I'm not the one that forced you. And you said, Mommy, I will have no say at what you pick for me to wear. I will wear it. And she got to school and a teacher said, don't you look adorable? And she was just like, oh my God. Okay, so those are the cases. Now, my oldest daughter is getting to this stage where if she puts her hair in a bun, she is taller than me. So this will crack you, because when we're going to church, if I wear high heel, and when I say high heel, I don't mean high heel, I mean high heel, and she's wearing flat, she will run back into the house and put on high heels so that we will be like the same height. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Now, one other place that I have a challenge, and I'm nipping that challenge in the bud this year. I said at the beginning of the year, I'm gonna do it till the end of this year, is the fact of the kitchen. When it comes to cooking, my kids at an age, they've been cooking for a long time since they were younger, but there's some foods that they don't want to cook. Nigerian food, they struggle with it. They're like, oh, I don't want to cook it. This year, my teenager, especially, whenever I'm cooking food that I know that she doesn't know how to cook, she's in the kitchen with me. Yes, we'll get the grumbling, we'll get the, you know, these kids, they'll be like, I don't want to do this. They'll grumble, they'll complain, they'll do this. But I just say, you know what? You know how to eat the food, right? If you know how to eat it, then you come here and you sit down. No, you stand up and you mix this, you cut this, you chop this onion and you do this, and we make it. So you have to push your kids. One thing I have to caution myself about, and it's a struggle for me, I like things neat. I like things to be in a particular order. And I have to realize that sometimes my kids don't like those kind of things. They don't like it being like that. Case in point, when you wake up in the morning, I expect you to make your bed and to keep it clean. Keep your room clean. That is your space. And I've said it in several videos, like the way you keep your room is the way you keep your home. And I've been drumming this in my kids' ear, drumming it in their hair, and lately it has been coming out. I mean, I've been reaping the harvest of me constantly saying, oh, you didn't clean your room, why didn't you make your bed? If you keep on telling your kids over and over again, Later on it will go in. Now there's some instances that I walk into their room and just maybe just mommy, I want to be like picking this, cleaning this, doing all this, and I have to caution myself. Don't do this. You're going to spoil them. You're not helping them out. They're going to backslide in the thing that you've taught them. So there's so many things as we grow. One thing you realize is that if this is your first time being a mother of a teenager, this is your first time. It is new to you. Don't get stressed over it. Now, if you have a child that is having problematic issues, it is okay to go to the school's counselor. It is okay to seek counseling, because this is the age when they can either make it or fail. This is the age when kids start doing drugs. This is the time when kids start stealing, the time when kids associate with bad people. So you want to be the number one influence in your child's in your child's life. You see what I'm talking about. Yeah, we have a hair channel called Discover Natural and I just finished doing video. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please click the subscribe button. Feel free to share and thumbs up, and feel free to watch the videos that will be coming up next. Don't forget to follow my friend Gladys. Check out her channel. Check out what she has to say. I bet it is something quite interesting. Talk to you in another video. Bye.